Hello and welcome back to Techtonica. In our last episode, we powered up the elevator, and we also expanded our power because we needed the power expanded in order to power up the elevator. And we also started looking at some of the new technologies that are unlocked with the next tier of Victor that we unlocked at the end of the previous episode. And the quest for the elevator also, or the quest chain, I guess the main quest line, for lack of a better word, after the elevator took us out to the monolith that we had found in that previous episode. And then at the end of the last episode, we decided to come back over here and expand our mining and smelting of both iron and copper to be a full Mark II belt rather than a full Mark I belt. And that's going to require just a little bit of work. We did look up the amount it's going to take. And then we're going to build an array to make the, what are they called? The advanced circuits here someplace too. So let's go ahead and get started on this. We're going to start with the miners and the smelters Mark II. I'm going to move those onto 7 and 8 respectively, as well as putting assemblers 2 on number 6. And then we could go to toolbar 4. And we could put the Mark I's there, just like we did with the water wheel, or the crank generators, rather. Just to make it be accessible still. Oh, crap, I did the wrong thing. Now we gotta fix it. 2, 3, and then we didn't move those. Right. Okay. And then, what did I move here? That goes on 1. Excellent. Okay, so back to numbers. Wait, I didn't do F1. Thank you. Let's do some miners. So we want to just kind of put these right back down again, vaguely where they were before. I think though we're going to push them a little bit closer, which means we're going to move all these belts, which I kind of suspected would have to happen. Which means I'm going to pick up a bunch of this, bunch of this, whatchamacallit, biobrick. But that's okay. We can make do. Missed a little bit here. And we could do a little bit of that, a little bit of this. And I'm just going to dump some of that off right now just so that I don't have it in my inventory. Let's see. How about you just take all of that? Take it. And somebody can have maybe some of those. That way I don't have to sit on all that either. That's fine. Okay, so back to this. We'll just put down, we need 5 mining drill Mark IIs. And so we'll start with 1 right here, I think. And if I can keep these in a line like we did the last time, that would be better. But I think I'm going to have to step it in just because I don't want it to have to stick its neck out that far. But these are also electric, so I don't even need the fuel here. Right. I forgot about that. 3. Put 1 on this side. Looks like you could use a piece of flooring, though. Or you can't because that's a piece of iron down there. Okay, I almost said aluminum for whatever weird reason. So we'll go right there with it. So those 5, that's only 4. Put 1 on this side too. It's electric. Those 4 need to fill, or are going to end up filling, rather, a little over 2 belts. And those belts need to go into 8 smelters, because we're going to make 268 ingots per minute of both kinds, because that's 1 full belt. Yeah, let's do that, and this as well. So I think we'll do 2, we'll pair them together, because each one's going to produce 130. And so we'll pair them together and make them be Mark II belts together. In 2s, and then we'll have 1 of them that's on a single belt, and then we'll probably just have to do a little bit of mixing and balancing to get them onto into enough spots where there are 8 smelters. Wait, are the electric? Are these electric too? No, they're not. Definitely not. Okay, so let's do this. And they output 130, which means that we're going to technically need stack inserters for these. Although we could potentially use all 3 outputs. Yeah, let's do that. Let's use all 3 outputs. You can come this way, and then you can turn here, turn here, turn here. Almost. Let's do something like this, and then we'll turn this one like that. Actually, let's do it even different than that. let's do... To try and balance these a little bit, let's do from here into there, but then let's turn this one. No, I think we have to do it sooner. Q, delete that too. Come this way and then go into, not there, actually, but like here. That way those two, this one is balanced evenly with that one. There's a flaw we had before that I think we can probably repair a little bit here. So this one will go this way and then turn and come out somehow. This one, though, actually we need to have a little bit more space because we need to be able to put another belt in here. So let's do number 7 again. We're going to put you here instead, which I think should be fine still. And as long as you don't complain about this, except that that's not right. This, I thought so. Dang it. Can I do like a turny thing here, maybe? Nope. Okay. Well, then... Interesting. Interesting dilemma we have here. Let's turn this one this way, and we'll merge them over there someplace. And then this one here, if I pulled it back by 1, that would be a lot. And it would just have to extend its little neck out there a little bit further. That's fine. That's fine. This will be fine right here, too, because these will come together like this, and then like this. And then these can come together like this. We can put in a little more flooring here if we want. And so then each smelter is going to make 37.8 per minute, which means that they need to have 79, basically 79 ore. Each miner is producing 130, so about 1.5 about 1.5 smelters, just shy of 2 smelters for every miner. How to balance that? How to make that work? Good question. Actually, I should just take this all out, shouldn't I? And once these guys are done outputting... Oh, I did do it this way. Is that going to still work? 37.8, it's not going to work. We're going to have to do this differently. With the smelters, with the fuel. So let's cut the fuel belt back here somewhere, because it's going to have to get cut anyway. We're going to probably have to do this with 2 fuel belts. No, we're going to have 2 inputs. Because we need 70. Let's do 2 inputs and 1 output, and that'll be fine. But we need to have the fuel belt be in the middle of 2 separate belts, and then merge those 2 separate belts together at the end. I think. Okay. You all are not getting used anymore. I stuffed a bunch of ore into these, and I still have a bunch more in my pocket. We're just going to have to pick it all up and then stuff it all back in again, I guess. So you, from here, all the way to here. Gone. Same with you. We can shorten these up a little bit. Perhaps we can definitely shorten this one up a lot of it, because we don't want it to go here anymore. And then we need to have 8 smelters, so we have those on 8, conveniently enough. And we want to have 1 belt on the outside. We could start there, I suppose. 2, 3, 4. Then we need 3 belts in the middle. So 1, 2, 3 belts in the middle. The middle belt will be for fuel, which actually I didn't need to delete that fuel belt. That's all right. That's all right. And then that's going to get all replaced, at least to wherever... Yeah, we'll figure that out. The 2 of you can come in on this side. I think this will work fine. Here. Well... Except that I think that I want to merge in. Can I bring a belt in Let's put a fake belt in here. Can I bring a belt in like this? And then, no, that's too close, actually. Did a little too much there. F, then Q. Can I bring a belt in like this and turn it into that one and have it merge? I can. Can I do that responsibly, though, with this setup? Not from the inside. Not from the inside, because I need to have 2 inserters. So, in that case, I need to have that belt coming in over here, which should be fine. There's no reason why we can't have another belt on this side. And that'll just be a partial belt from this middle one to mix in at some point, maybe after the first 2 smelters. Because each one of these can do 130. These are each pulling down 79. So by the time that 260, we'll call it 261, it's just over 261, gets pulled down by these 2, it's low enough that it can take half of another 130. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Okay. So that'll work. And then this one over here can come in much the same way. This needs to come out anyways, because we're going to change it. But maybe I want to turn it anyway, like here, to come up this way somewhere and then turn over and then go this way all the way to the end. Did I put that one all the way? I did. Okay, good. And then this one here is going to split. I should have done this differently then. I should have put these here, because I think this will work. Turned and gone into there instead. The reason being that way I can use this belt to elevate that one down that way. Although I guess it didn't really matter. But I can follow them. Yeah, I can follow them. I guess it didn't really matter after all. You can go here, turn, come this way, and then here it can split into Mark 1 belts. That way it forces it to slow it down a little bit, and we'll merge that in right here. And then this one can go from here. Yeah, it's easier to do it that way. And it can come down here and merge in right here. I think that'll work. I think that'll work. We obviously need to hook everything up yet, but I think that'll work. And then these, we'll need to have the fuel belt coming in straight down the middle. So right here. And then we'll need to have output belts, which could be... Can they be? No, they need to be Mark IIs. The reason they need to be Mark IIs is because they're actually slightly more than a Mark 1. Because it's not like a 1-2 thing, it's more than that thing. I'd actually like to leave this up at height 1, I think. Yeah, I think so. Actually, this doesn't need to be that end piece. There. Okay. And then we can do inserters like crazy. Number 4. Insert, 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 insert. You get the idea. I should set up stack inserters in the mall too. And then these are outputs. They can go here. This is just barely going to cover the speed we need. And I might end up having to do stack inserters to cover it entirely. And then F6 for the fuel input, like this. And then we also need a bunch of these over here. Fall down here a little bit. Excuse me, there you go. You. Excuse me, there you go. I think I got them all. Don't quote me on that, but I think I got them all. Looks like it. Alright, and then the fuel belt needs to come in here. Okay. So I want to stay up here like this with these. I want them to merge together like this and form a single iron belt. And actually, I think I want that to go all the way to here. And then here even. And then it can be a Mark 1 again. Oops, that's not good. Now that's going to be a mess. Doggone it. Let's see if I can fix that quickly. Yep, there we go. Clear that only, please. Thank you. So that should end up being a Mark II. Once they get satisfied with the fuel situation, at least. Okay. And of course, we're not using enough right now, but we will be, because we're going to build a new floor. And originally we talked about building the floor this high. Is that still a good idea? Is that height a good idea? I think I want to go a little bit higher, because if I need to get under here, it's going to have to be, we're going to be creative about it. So I think we'll go a little bit higher. And I'm going to need something to stand on. So give me this. Oops. And don't fall off of it there. You can actually do a jump and then place kind of thing. I'm going to use that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Put that one in. 9 and 10. I think this would be a better height. Basically twice what we were thinking before. That doesn't mean we can't do like a floor, a subfloor for mining and smelting in between in certain places, but I think that's better. Oh, I guess I could have done this. And we're going to need stairs to get up there, of course. And then I think I just want to build these circuits right up on top of this. On this side of the bus, etc. What we will need to have, though, is a way to get the bus up there. And the way that I was thinking of doing it was to actually just step it up here. Using... Or step it down, maybe, from here. That might be the better option. Let me see. How about some stairs? If I did this here, from here. I don't need all the stairs, I just want some stairs. That's in line with the copper. And I did that so that I could do this and know where it was. So if I did something like this, this could be my new iron bus. And yes, this is going right in the middle of this. We're going to actually take some of these out. And we'll just pass them down to the other core composers down the other end. Then this is the iron belt. This can step down, I think, naturally. Yes, it does. And we'll come down about halfway. Or so. Then we'll turn. And then we'll turn again. And then we'll step down the rest of the way. And then we'll turn. And then we'll turn again. And it'll plug right into that. And we'll need to do the same with the copper. So now that the stairway is here, I can get rid of it. Because I think I can use the belts as stairs now. Yes, I can. Alright. This will go here. Nope, not here. here. Actually, I don't know that I wanted to put that last one. Nope, I didn't. You can come down to the same height. Turn. Yeah. I almost confused myself there for a second. And then turn again. And then step down, and then turn again. And of course, that means that that copper is not going to be enough, because we haven't expanded that yet, which we should probably actually be prepared to do. So let's do 5 and 5. I should have just right-clicked to get to 5. 1, 2, 3. That'll do. Okay. And we need to do that for everything. But the next one, which is the plant fiber, can actually be done a little bit differently. It can just step all the way down to here, and then it can sidle and sidle again, and come right down to here. More or less. No, this one actually needs to come out more. And then do this in order to connect properly. Which I think is fine too. Okay, we can go to here. Turn this way, please. This way, thank you. This way. Let's do it from here, maybe. There we go. This is, well, it's those. Turn here, turn there. I'm just going to put the belts in, and then we can do the rest of it afterward. The hookups afterward, that is. This one, down to here. There. Here. So that was plant fiber, and then U, and U, limestone being the last U there. And then finally we should have, what are these things called? Atlantum ingots. So that can come this way. And then down here. Like that. Okay. That was fun. Just looking at things, also taking a drink. Gotta remember to hydrate. So then here, I want to take out this. I want to come from here. I want that to go over. This one I could split right here. Oops, I didn't do what I wanted it to, but that's fine. This one I could split right here. And then limestone, I would technically also want to do actually this width. I want to be a little bit creative here though, I think. And then even Atlantum needs to come through here somehow. Just depends on how I want to have it. So we'll start that one like this. That means that this isn't quite right, which means this isn't going to be quite right. These also. And that also. Atlantum goes here. Not connected yet, but it goes there. And then next we can take copper up and over those. We can take... Take you folks this way. And take you folks this way. Gotta be careful here that I don't screw anything up. I'm liable to do so. That's not gonna be fun. Who else are we missing? Limestone. It's Mark II. It comes out from here. And it needs to go there and then back down again. But it also needs to avoid hitting that belt. So let's not do that one yet. Q. This goes up to here. Yes, I can. Good. Now this limestone. Like that. I think you need to be backed up a little bit more here to do this maneuver. It's insane. Okay. I think... no, I'm missing something here. I'm missing these guys. And then that. Is that everybody? Pfft. Except for Atlantum. This makes me wish for elevators. A la Satisfactory. This can all zoom down here and plug into that. And then now we have Atlantum on the line. I think I have some cores in my pocket. There you are. You may have those. And now we can do something. First of all, we can fall. Second of all, we can get it back up here. I think I found out that if you build floors and they happen to clip into... No, it doesn't work. Okay, I lied. They just go around. That's fine, though. I kind of wish then that I would have gone up by one more block. But that's okay. We can do this many, at least. Maybe one more before the end of this. But at least that many. And then I actually want to build most of this in this area. So we did have also, we also did discuss the, a little bit, rather, of the advanced circuit build. I was looking at making about 30 of these. Oh, you know what we didn't do yet? We didn't do the copper yet. Oh wait, we'll do it afterward. We don't need that much copper for this. But we do need a bunch of Mark II assemblers for this. Looks like... Well, actually, I'm not sure. If I do the comparison between Mark I and Mark II assemblers on the plan that I'm looking at, then I only need to have a few Mark II assemblers, because in some cases a Mark I assembler is perfectly fine. But for example, if I make 30 advanced circuits with Mark I assemblers, it will take 6 because they produce 5.63 per minute. If I use Mark II assemblers, they produce twice as fast. Ish, I think it's exactly, but ish anyway. Does it tell me how fast they produce? Just says increased speed, but it looks like they're about twice as fast. So they only need 3. With the ingredients that go into this, though, we have processor units. I would need 4 of those, feeding those 6. With Mark IIs, I only need 2, so we're going to do those. And then feeding those 2, I only need, I would need 2, or feeding those processor units, I would need 2 Mark I assemblers making electrical components. That's these? Yeah. Or 1 Mark I. So in that case, instead of becoming 2, 4, 6, it's now 1, 2, 3, which is a little bit smaller, a little bit easier to build. But there's more ingredients to this than that. Cooling systems Oh, and then electrical components. Regardless of whether I use Mark 1 or Mark 2, I need one assembler for the copper wire. So we're just going to do that. So in that case, it becomes 1, 1, 2, 4, 3, which is a little bit better of a ratio. So we're going to do that. We also need to have cooling system. No, also we need plant matter frames for these. One assembler is not enough. We would need 3 Mark 1 assemblers or 1.5, so 2 Mark 2 assemblers. We'll go ahead and do Mark 2s there. I should probably be counting these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I already have 1, 7, 8. And starting them to be built, of course. And then beyond plant matter frames, it's plant matter fiber, and so we don't need a anything else for that because it's coming on the bus. The next ingredient is cooling systems. Cooling systems, we need to make 15 of those per minute. A Mark 1 assembler can make 5. A Mark 2 assembler can make 10, so we'll do 2 Mark 2 assemblers for those. And then they need, and that's, again, another 2 to 3 setup. And then they need to have mechanical components. They only need 8 per minute between the whole set of them, so 1 Mark 1 assembler is perfectly fine for that. And then from there, that's these. We need the Shiverthorn coolant, which is made from Shiverthorn extract. We only need 1 Mark 1 of those because we only need 15 per minute, and you can make 36 in a Mark 1 assembler. And then we only need 1 iron components for those in a Mark 1 assembler because we only need 8, and 1 will make 45. And that takes care of the Shiverthorn coolant, because the rest of the ingredients for that is Shiverthorn and limestone, which are both on the bus. The final ingredient is Atlantum ingots, which are also on the bus, so it ends up being a bit of a... Make a couple stacks of these too, by the way, or at least 1 stack of those. It ends up being a bit of a puzzle to solve, but I think we can do it. I think we can accomplish it. Let's at least try. And I guess while I'm crafting those, maybe we should start working on this stuff down here. We only need 5 instead of 6, so we could probably leave this last one off. Oh, you know what I have? You know what I have? I have a ridiculous amount of iron ore in my inventory, which means that you guys need to take some of this iron ore and put it in your inventory. They only will take 250 apiece. That's fine. Oh, there we go. And I guess I could have saved some of it for these last couple, but that doesn't actually matter, because they'll use it. If they use it, they'll use it eventually. So let's do the pickup here too. And I think I'm just going to do all inserters and gone. I also picked up some lights, which I might want to put back down. And we'll start with number 7. And we need to space these out a little bit, actually, again. So let's try to do all in this line just for the sanity reason. But we could go a little bit wider. So we could come out to here, perhaps. And then here, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. These belts all need to get replaced or fixed, of course. And the fuel belt doesn't need to come here at all. So let's take that up. And we can go dump our fuel inventory out here, and then back to here where it goes into there. And if I base it around that, if I can, that would be great. Then I don't have to move that belt at all. Which should be fine. I could just move these guys out by 1, and that should be fine. I'd say that I can take this out now, too. Let's go dump off some of this fuel that we have. Not too much, actually, surprisingly. Okay. These things take voltage steppers. Ouch. Oh, and they're eating my advanced circuits too, which is fine because we're building some right now. As long as... Yeah, we got a lot of copper ore now too. I'm going to let that kind of drain out a little. We also need to do a different belt design with these, so let's take that out. Yeah, let's do Mark 2. And you got to go here. And then you can come across this. That's all backwards. Perfect. Crossed here. Like this. And you can meet up with this guy. Not there, I guess. Who's doing something similar. You know what? Actually, let's do this instead. And you can meet up later, I think. This goes here. I don't know if this is going to work, right? Oh, yeah, well, okay. Wait, what happened here? Oh, you can't turn right after. Right, of course. Stupid of me. How stupid of me. Nope, 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 nope. Well, that would have been fine, I guess. This one will be solo. And then this one here will be the same type of setup. Let's turn and then turn out there. And then you can go this way. We'll just do the same type of layout. Might be easiest long term to manage. Okay. Actually, they don't need the second tail. They just need the first one. These can go now. We can do this last one. Here. And here. Okay, and then we'll have new copper belts. And that's going to have to get upgraded all the way down to the end. Youch. How much? Ooh, I have lots of iron ingots in my inventory too. I didn't think about that. Huh. You know what? Let's just set up a box. That way when I need ingots, I can come back to said box. Maybe here. And I can just grab some ingots out of it, because we're going to have a bunch of copper ingots for the same reason. 4, 5, 6. I'll keep the rest of those, I think, maybe. And maybe I should just rip this up now and rip the band-aid off, because the copper's not going to be super used right now. But I could do maybe something like this. And at least be able to use some of it. Since I want to get rid of some of this ore that's here on the belt too, although I could just pick that up too. Yeah, forget it. Forget it. You all here, gone. You all here, gone. We need another belt. We need some more belts too. Let's get some more Mark II belts. And actually, let's break this right here. We need... Actually, let's do this. And we'll do 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. You know, you, yes. Just for reasons. Output, output. You get the idea. I have to go pick up some more fast inserters pretty soon. This will be here. And we'll have a Mark I belt coming in via some method and turning into this right here. This way. That's a problem. That's a problem. How do I want to fix that? You know what? I could just do this. That's fine. And then we'll have Mark I again coming in like this and turning like that. Turning those in like that's never a bad idea, or bad deal anyway. I don't think in this game specifically. Alright, so this Mark II goes this way, meets up with this guy here, and then they can just go straight into there. No, they cannot. We got to do a loop-de-loop. Because of... You can't turn right after a merger splitter, so it's going to have to do something like that. Unless I come up with a different layout for this, but... the other layout could be... No, we just have to come down this way. That's fine. It's fine. And then this one can do the same type of thing, only less insane. Because it can just go this way. Come all the way over here. And into that. And then this one here, we'll get the split still. We'll do this to here. And then it can split going this way. Here, here, and down. And then here to here, turn, here, nope, Q, here, here, and down. Let me turn it at the same place. Look at me. Okay, fuel goes back in this way. Ingots could be merged before this point. That could be good. If I did... You know what? Take this... No, not that. Take this part out again. Turn this one here. Do this here. And then do this. Then we don't have to have as many belts in use, I guess. For arbitrary reasons. And then we can take this part out, I guess. Okay. And now we just need inserters over here, which I need more inserters for. Those are here, I think. Close. Here they are. Just take all those. That's fine. I have so much crap now. Let's... Oh, I also need the stacks. Or the longs, I mean. F6 here. Input. Fuel. Like that. And then we can do... It's not gonna be enough. Well, you know what I mean. So then I'll put the rest down here. Like that. Arbitrary? Yes. Guess I could have done all the ones on the front sides and then all the ones on the sides, but it's okay too. And just because this looks goofy, I'm going to fill this in right here. Although that's still goofy there, but it's fine. I should actually just take that out. Yeah, let's mold this part out right here. There, now it doesn't look quite as goofy. We can do this. There we go. Okay. Copper is flowing. Iron is flowing. We need to finish this part, though. You... stop there. This one. Nope. Nope. Stop there. This one. There, there. There, there, there. there, and there. And can I thread that needle the same way? Maybe. Looked pretty decent. Let's go make sure we don't get any contamination. Somebody's using copper. Looks like no contamination. No input contamination anyway, or no add-on contamination. We had a couple of contaminations with the blue cores when I ran that crazy belt the first time. One was one we found during the episode, which was a contamination where stuff is getting added to the blue core belt, and the other one was a output contamination where stuff is getting pulled from the blue core belt. So that was kind of fun to find and fix. You here can have all of these. Actually, you know what? Just take that too. And I will take one stack of each, and we will call that even. Okay. And then I can come back for more of those later if I feel like I need them. Okay, all the machines got built. Excellent. Let's see what we can do about this fairly quickly. Although, again, it's going to be... We probably aren't going to actually get it finished today, because it's not a small build. But we can see. And I need to have some more floors now that I'm up here. Just take them all. It's fine. We'll use them eventually, even if it's not for this part. Okay, so we need to have number 6. We need to have 3 assemblers making advanced circuits. Those should probably all be fed onto a belt, which is then picked up from put into the box. So in that case, why don't we do... And then those are going to be fed by 2 processor unit assemblers and 2 cooling system assemblers. So maybe those should be staggered a little. Like... Let's see, I want to make sure I put this back far enough then. If the box would go here, not necessarily here in this direction, but here in this direction, then I want to have the assemblers go here at the closest, probably. And I don't know if this is right linearly or not, but we'll do something like this. But I can't do that either. Ooh, what if I did that? Crazy idea time. Line that up like this, and then we're going to have to move this anyway, but what if we did something like this? Where the back side is making one thing, and the front side is making the other thing. The front pair and the back pair. You're in the wrong spot, but you get the idea, kind of. Maybe, or we could do it, we could rotate it and do it the other way. The biggest issue then is getting these things out of here, but they could potentially come out like this and then merge together at the box. Either individual belts or merging together and then being inputted in from the box. From this, though, if 2 of these are making the processor units, then we need to have one of them making the electrical components, and one feeding that making the wire. One Mark 1 feeding that making the wire. And then we have 2 assemblers making plant matter frames, and they get their ingredients straight from the line then also. So maybe then... those go like this on the outside, since it's 2 to 2, and in the middle we put the cable, the copper cable. Now, of course, that messes with... This one's on the right spot either. And one of those should have been... This one should have been Mark 1. I think. What did I do? I goofed something up. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Something like that. Although I don't know that I can feed all the belts in properly this way. But we could see. we could see. We also have a third dimension to work with here. And then let's do a little bit more here. Going out toward that wall. Then these two, which are making cooling systems, need to have one making mechanical components coming into them, and one making Shiverthorn coolant coming into them, which then needs one making iron components going into that. So those I think I might have to do a belt for, because it's all Mark 1s. I have one too many. I have one Mark 2 left. What was that for? 3, 2, 1 for processor units. That's what I didn't do. I need to put one in here to feed the processor units there. No. Yes. And then they need cable. This could be a little complicated. So 3 advanced circuits, 2 processor units, 1 electrical component, and 1 copper wire. And then that goes to also 2 plant matter frames. No. I screwed something up. I screwed up somewhere. I mean, yes, 2 plant matter frames, but those go into the processor units. These were supposed to be the plant matter frames, I think. Doggone it. Yeah, these are supposed to be the plant matter frames. I screwed that up. Okay, let's take out this then, because this isn't right either. I don't think. And somehow I managed to do that again. I think I know what I'm doing, but I don't. I mean, what? 3 advanced circuits, 2 processor units here. Processor units get 1 electrical component shared. And that's got to be a Mark II, so that should have been this. I did it again. That was right before. And they get 2 plant matter frames. Right. Okay, so this is that. But the electrical components also need to have a Mark I inputting cable. So that we need to have handled somehow, which we don't have figured out just yet. That'll go down here somewhere. And then on the flip side, the cooling systems, there's 2 of those, which are the 2 we have here. 1 Mark I mechanical components to share. And then that... Is that it? I just don't know. No, we need 1 Shiverthorn coolant to share. And 1 iron component to share. Okay. So that's like... I did it again, dang it. Like this somehow. And I just don't know that I can weave everything in properly for that. But I think it's worth taking a further look at. Obviously putting it in the right spot also. And taking a look at how that might work for everybody involved. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts on it. And we might just need to, is not do this and rely on belts more for these. None of this stuff is really faster than 1 inserter, excepting the electrical components. We need 60 of those, so those would be best to direct insert into the processor units. Shouldn't be a problem with that specifically. Everything else is around 30. Plant matter frames is at 45, so if we could direct insert those, that would be best. even if that means forsaking the processor units. Direct insertion for the plant matter frames, that would be best or better. Although it is a 2 to 3 situation, so that would be fine because 45. It's only 15. No, it's more than that. It's 2 to 3, so it's only going to be like 15 going into each assembler. So we could do that still even on a belt. Everything else is low numbers, under 30 anyway. Besides the stuff that's not on the bus, so I think we can do that. Atlantum also, it's 45 total, but it's going into 3, so that should be fine as well. So maybe we just do this array with a with belts instead of trying to direct insert everything, and maybe that'll make it a little bit more sane than this. But yeah, let me know your thoughts, and we can do some more work on this in the next episode. So thank you all for joining me, and I will see you all next time. Bye for now.